Sport at its best is extremely competitive, producing a plethora of victors who get to experience glory at the highest level of their sport, as it should be. The more competitive a sport is, the more enjoyable it is to watch and participate in. Sport may be a fantastic experience because of the drama, unpredictability, and heartbreak it can bring. Here are some of the most famous winning streaks in sports, ranging from Formula One to wrestling, strongman competitions to basketball. This is Top 10 Unbelievable Winning Streaks of Sports. Number 10, Philadelphia Flyers, 1989 to 1980. The Pittsburgh Penguins hold the record for the longest winning streak in NHL history, not the Philadelphia Flyers. What they were able to accomplish is just as impressive. During the 1979-1980 season, the Flyers went 35 games without losing. This featured a run of 9 victories in a row. The streak began on October 14th with a 4-3 win against the Toronto Maple Leafs and ended on January 6th with a 4-2 4-point victory over the Buffalo Sabres. They won the regular season but had to settle for a runner-up finish in the Stanley Cup. They went on to fall to the New York Islanders, but it was only a minor setback in what had been a dominant season for a squad at the peak of its game. Number 9, Misty May Traynor and Kerry Walsh 112-match win streak. The most famous beach volleyball duo was undefeated for over a calendar year, winning 19 tournaments and 112 matches. Misty May Traynor and Kerry Walsh began together in 2001, and 6 years later, they were both in their primes and on the sand court like 2 peas in a pod.
May scrambles back to her feet, almost finds a winner. A really frantic start here.
During this run, the last competition they won together was the biggest tournament imaginable, the 2008 Summer Olympics. It was the second of 3 consecutive Olympic gold medals for the duo. After that, there was a natural letdown, and the streak came to an end during their first post-Olympics competition. Number 8, Rafael Nadal's 81-match win streak on clay courts. Rafael Nadal is known as the King of Clay, so it's no surprise that he has the all-time longest clay court winning streak. This trend, though, isn't limited to clay. On whatever surface, no other tennis player has a winning streak as lengthy as Nadal's. Ivan Lendl holds the record for most consecutive wins on indoor courts with 66. However, Nadal's unbeaten record came to an end against his main rival, Roger Federer. On clay, Nadal and Federer have met 16 times, with Nadal winning 14 of them. However, Federer's first clay victory halted Rafael's unbeaten streak. Number 7, Richard Petty, 1967. NASCAR racing is extremely unexpected for a sport that entails driving in a circle for dozens of laps. Except for Richard Petty, dubbed the King, no one has ever won 10 consecutive NASCAR races. Petty, NASCAR's all-time winningest driver, had already won a flurry of races that year when his 10-race winning streak began on August 12th at the 1967 Myers Brothers Memorial Race. Petty's 9th win in a straight occurred at the Wilkes 400, which was also his 27th victory this season, another unbroken record. Petty won the NASCAR Cup 7 times, a feat that has only been matched twice since. Richard Petty Motorsports was formed in 2009 when Petty, his father, and brother launched their own team, which combined with Ray Avernum's squad.
Richard's feats in racing are becoming legendary. His 75 career wins are like Babe Ruth.
Manchester City, 2017. Manchester City broke the record for the most consecutive wins in the modern game while in the midst of one of their best Premier League campaigns ever. They won 20 consecutive matches in all competitions between August and December 2017. They scored 56 goals while only surrendering 13 throughout the time period. Their winning streak began on August 26 with a 2-1 victory against Bournemouth and ended on December 6 with a 2-1 defeat to Shakhtar Donetsk in the Champions League. However, this isn't the longest winning run in football history. That honor belongs to Dresdner SC, a German team that won all 23 of its matches during the 1942-1943 season. Number 5, the 2002 Oakland Athletics win 20 in a row. This baseball squad, a team that didn't win the World Series, was turned into a decent Hollywood film. With players like Chad Bradford, Scott Hatteberg, and Terrence Long playing key roles, the small market A's went on to a 20-game winning streak, the longest in AL history until the Indians beat that in 2017. The 20th victory came in a game against the Kansas City Royals in which Oakland led 11-0. After blowing that lead, Hatteberg delivered a walk-off home run to seal the victory for Oakland. The A's failed to win the World Series, as they had done every season during the small ball era. This one team, though, will always have a special position in history. Number 4. LeBron James' Miami Heat win 27 consecutive games. LeBron James was in his third season with the Heat. Miami had just won the NBA championship during a lockout-shortened 2011-2012 season. Many people were still hesitant to give James and the Heat credit for winning the championship the year before. Miami could not be halted from early February until late March. It won a whopping 27 games in a row, including 17 by double digits. The Heat set a franchise record with 66 regular season wins and won their second NBA title in a row as a result of this. Number 3. Golden State Warriors win 28 straight regular season games. Before winning the NBA Finals in 2014-2015, the Warriors won their final 4 regular season games and then started the following season with 24 more wins in a row, increasing the total to 28. They eventually lost in Milwaukee in mid-December, but their 24 wins to start the season were the highest in North American sports history. The Warriors also won 15 consecutive games in the previous postseason, which was a new record. Golden State went on to break the 1996 Bulls win record, going 73-9, despite notoriously blowing a 3-1 series lead to LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers in the NBA Finals. Number 2. Connecticut women's college basketball team wins 111 consecutive. Gino Auriemma, widely regarded as the best women's basketball coach of all time, guided the Huskies to national titles in 2015 and 2016. The run began on December 23, 2014 with a win against Creighton and ended with a loss to Mississippi State in the 2017 Final Four on an overtime buzzer beater. It's the school's all-time winning streak. Auriemma also coached the Huskies to a 90-game winning streak, which includes 2 undefeated seasons, 2008-2009 and 2009-2010. From April 6, 2008 to December 19, 2010, he was on a winning streak. Number 1. Zydrunas Savickas. Savickas is the only modern-day competitor to have won every strongman competition on the planet, including 4 times as the world's strongest man and 5 times as world log lift champion. However, it was in the Arnold Strongman Classic that Savickas put together his most impressive winning streak. Savickas won the next 6 competitions in a row after the inaugural Strongman Classic was won by now retired WWE star Mark Henry. This is the record that no other contender can match. He has won the Strongman Classic 8 times in total, the most recent being in 2014. The Arnold Sports Festival, founded in 1989 by Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jim Lorimer, hosted the competition in 2002. With that, we'd like to conclude, but we would also love to know, do you like these streaks?